I was thinking, man, I was like, they ain't gonna never let the Detroit Lions win the Super Bowl. The suspension of Brian Branch, how they cheated versus the Kansas City Chiefs. You ever notice they always love cheating the Lions in prime time? It's like a ritual they have. Remember we played the Packers some years ago, and they kept calling Trey Flowers for holding, and he wasn't even holding, and they gave the game to the Packers. And what did the media, like Shannon Sharp, say? Oh, get over it. It's just the Lions. Who cares? And that's how they operate. You got to understand, the media has a great relationship with the NFL. And I think it's by design that they're not going to allow the Detroit Lions to win a Super Bowl. I don't think so, bro. No, looking at that game yesterday, looking at, them giving Brian Branch a suspension, and I don't want to continue to harp on that. But Jalen Carter should have suspended two or three. I know I love Jalen Carter. He should have been suspended 2 or 3 games for spitting on another man. What's worse, slapping a guy in the face mask, who actually did something to you? He blocked you in the back right in front of the officials. Y'all was cheated the whole game. And honestly, the NFL was waiting for something like this to happen. Because you understand, have y'all seen Remember the Titans? Great movie, by the way. I remember my mom took me to see it. And I still watch it from time to time. And remember they was cheating because they didn't want Coach Boone to go far. And they told his assistant coach, that the one that had the white team, and they told him that you're going to have your football team back. Because they said basically if Coach Boone lost one game, they was going to fire him. And, they said, well, let's get your team back. Y'all lose this game, you can get into the Hall of Fame. So then he went out there and told the ref, stop rigging the game. And they said, it's your funeral. And they ended up winning the game. But in the midst of that, Petey got mad because they kept calling holding on him. Right? And he wasn't holding because they was cheating. So Petey was like, man, fuck this game. So he put Allen back in. It was the frustration from Petey. Petey was frustrated, and rightfully so. Any human who you put your all into something, right, and somebody cheats you and take you what deserves to you, any human, especially a man, it ain't about, they always want to say, oh, you should check your emotions, and then you got to have emotional control. But at some point, if you don't speak up, if you don't smack somebody back, if you don't punch somebody in the mouth back, what do you expect? What do you expect? Are they going to stop? No. So, of course, when frustrated mounted like that, and the Chiefs knew they cheated for them, they knew it. Juju laughing and shit, and you get mopped in the mouth. So is that worse, or was somebody getting spitted on worse? And that's what I be saying, bro. They anti-Detroit Lions. This is why for years they never forced the Force to sell their team. Only thing they ever tried to force the Lions to do was come off Thanksgiving. That's the only thing they forced the Lions to do was come off Thanksgiving. They wanted to force them off Thanksgiving. That's it. So you think they're gonna let the Lions win a championship? Fuck no. Think about this for a minute. The Chiefs is cool, but every primetime game the Lions play with, they do amazing numbers. The first play of the game should have been an indication that they was gonna cheat. That play that they ran, wasn't nothing illegal about that play. And they said, well, they called it a touchdown, you can't review it. NFL talking through their headphones told you to overturn it. That let you know right then and there they was about to cheat. You think they would want to see a team like the Lions who fun to watch, who drives ratings. The games are always exciting. Roger Goodell has quoted himself saying every network wants the Detroit Lions games, right? You'd think, okay, cool. But what you holding on to Kansas City for? You know what I'm saying? If it's the Lions' turn to take the baton, allow them to take the baton and be the team of the NFL, but they don't want Detroit to win. They don't want teams like Detroit and Cleveland. They don't want them to win football games, bro. I'll tell you that right now. So if you think they're going to allow the Lions to win a Super Bowl, that ain't going to happen. And it's a reason why it hasn't happened. There's a reason why it hasn't happened. And that's just the God honest truth. Especially when you got a masculine head coach who preaches aggressive physicality, all those things, all those traits that he preaches is masculine. I mean, look at the NFL commissioner. He's a blade, bro. I hope y'all know that. He's a blade. Don't know what a blade is? Ask somebody in the comment section. He's a fucking blade. You can see it in how they're softening up the NFL. That's why when they had those debates about the players of yesteryear and today, like, they can't hold a candle to Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice wasn't no defensive receiver. It wasn't no 5-yard press chuck rule. Like, no, they can press you all the way down the field until you get free. Different ball game. More vicious ball game. And shout out to Noah Sewell. I was glad that he got up from that injury yesterday. I think that's Penny Sewell's brother. I was watching a little bit of that game. But like me personally, I'm not one of those guys who watch Monday Night Football like that. I don't really give a fuck. I watch football on Sundays, and that's even becoming hard to watch. You know, all these bullshit ass penalties, and so I'm not really. I don't really watch sports like that because it in turn soft. It's not. I watch hockey. You know, that's because that's a man sport still. This other shit they doing, it ain't no man. It ain't a man sport no more. And that's the Lingerie Football League, LFL, Lingerie Football League. That's exactly what the NFL turned into. A bunch of cross-dressing, purse-wearing, crybabies. You know what I'm saying? Like, get out of here, man. But it ain't gonna, everything, all the qualities that Dan Campbell showed, that's not what they want the National Football League to be about. They want the National Football League to be about, you know, soft. They want it to be soft. They wanted to be feminine. That's what they wanted to be about. You know? So, that's what they wanted to be about. But, you know, but hey, man. But I mean, shit, they can have it their own. But I don't think they're gonna allow the Detroit Lions to win a Super Bowl. That's my opinion. So, in my opinion, appreciate y'all. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Find me on X, Instagram, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, wherever I'm producing content at. I appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist for more videos like this. Peace.